Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith here on Next Weather with something that may help you out a little bit, whether you're going to help us out with pictures or not. You know, every day we show pictures that viewers have shared with us here on Fox 10 News, and there's a real easy way to do that. It used to be really complicated. You had to take the pictures on some kind of a digital format or take photos and scan them, and then you had to bring them into a computer off of a chip and then upload them and email them. We don't have to do that anymore. Now we have the Fox 10 weather app, and you can take pictures with your phone, with your camera on your phone, and then you can upload them right off of the Fox 10 weather app. And here's a look at what we're seeing with that. So this is how it works. Down at the bottom of the Fox 10 weather app, you just click the button that says submit your pics and videos, and then it'll navigate to the portion of your phone where the pictures are saved, and you can simply upload the pictures, and then we may use them on TV. So we encourage you to do that. But there are probably a lot of folks who are like, hey, we send in our pictures, but we haven't seen them on TV. And there may be some reasons for that. So I wanted to give you some tips on how your picture might be a little bit more likely to be selected. So what I'm going to show you first is a pretty good picture here. This is a good one. This is one from earlier this week, and this was located around Cedar Point, which is near Alabama Port. And I really like this picture. You know, the horizon is level, the sun is in the middle, and so it fits most of the frameworks of what we're looking for. It shows the water, the reflection of the sun off the water, and then also you have the upper level cloudiness, which is illuminated by the setting sun. So this is a really good one. Autumn sent in this picture here. I'll bring it up full so you can see it better. And again, it's not a crooked picture. We get a lot of pictures that are crooked where the horizon is not level. And so if we can't level it ourselves and alter it a little bit with our computer system, then we're probably not going to use it. There's some other things about pictures that make it less likely for us to use those pictures. So I'm going to show you a different picture, and let's see, it's just starting to load up now. This is a picture of a sunrise over Grand Bay and kind of the Mississippi Sound area. And I actually took this picture. It's not perfect. The sun is pretty much in the center though, and the horizon is level. The colors could probably use a little bit of improvement. Sometimes you can change those with some of the settings on your phone where you can actually edit a picture, but this would be a decent weather picture right here. And so here's a different filter that I applied to that picture, and it does look a lot better. You see the difference? So there's more contrast, and so I used a filter, and I think filters are okay. There's some people who are really weird about filters, but I do use filters on almost everything I do. It's real easy to make those changes and add a filter to your picture. You might be watching this going, I don't want to learn anything new, but I want to show you some tricks. So this is an iPhone, and this is how you can edit a picture, okay? So a lot of pictures need a little help. I take pictures that need help all the time. And down at the bottom, there is circled in red this little spot where you have 3 lines. And that's where you can choose to edit a picture. And you can do amazing things that we used to only be able to do with Adobe Photoshop. Well, you can do that now with your iPhone. And one of those things is, if you look at this picture, you can see it's totally crooked. Well, I did that on purpose. And once you hit those 3 lines, then you have the option of being able to adjust the lighting, add filters, or in this case, I chose crop. And so with the crop icon, if you have a picture that has just too much going on, like you took a picture of the sunset and there's a telephone pole on the right hand side, or a power line that you don't want to have included, or the trees are kind of coming in on the shot, you can always tighten up the shot a little by cropping it but you can also level it. And so above where I have that red circle is, there's this line, and you can just take your finger and slide it and it will adjust the horizon. So you can crop your pictures, you can level your pictures, and then you can add filters to them all on your iPhone. And most smartphones allow you to do this now. So if you're sending us pictures, probably the first thing to note is that we want you to take the picture with your camera like this, because this is the way a TV screen is shaped. It's not shaped like this. If you shoot it like this, it's going to make a picture that doesn't really look right on television. Let me see if I've got an example of that. We don't use them very often. Most of the pictures we use look more like this one right here, which is taken horizontally. Because if you take it vertically, then what are we going to do with all the excess space that has nothing on it? It doesn't really look right. This is a picture of a shelf cloud. Great shot there. Here's another great picture. Dolphin Island colors from, it looks like Laurie Shearer. And you can see great weather here, a thunderhead off in the distance. Here's another shot. The sun's not in the center, but you have the boat there kind of offset. It's got a lot going for it. This is a Dog River picture here. And again, all these pictures were taken horizontally, not vertically. So take your pictures in horizontal mode, and then if you have one that's a little crooked or has some stuff on the outside that you don't need, crop it and adjust that horizon, get it good and level, and then we're more likely to use it on the air. Hopefully that gets you going and you can submit better pictures for us to use on TV. Thanks.